Hello, my name's Jordan Weatherall, and in this video I'll be telling you about two jobs in the media industry, and I'll be interviewing two experts. There are three sectors in the media industry. These three sectors include publishing, audio, and moving image. Jobs in publishing include a journalism and a fact finder. Jobs in audio include a sound technician and a radio host. And jobs in moving image include a cameraman and a location finder. I'm here at Airville Park in Skipton to talk to locations manager Samantha Stevenson about different locations used in film. Come on, let's go.
Oh.
So you brought me to a wood today. What kind of location would you say Forest would recommend?
Like a wood could be used in a variety of different genres. Most likely a horror or a drama because it's quite dark and gloomy. As the character is quite secretive, like, you know, it's not as easily accessible.
Should we go look at some more locations?
Yes, of course.
Right. Samantha, you brought me to a park. What location would a park have?
Well, it could be like a drama because parks are associated with childhood and happiness, and it could juxtapose a situation in a drama.
So like say a kid got kidnapped or something?
Yeah, or like bullying, because there's groups of people and it's not easy to be alone in a park.
Yeah. But you can definitely feel alone at times.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here with the ex-journalist Chris. Are you okay, Chris?
Yeah, very well, thanks.
What hours would you work usually as a journalist?
As a journalist,
Yeah.
it depends on what you're doing. I mean, I was production based, so often subbing,
Yeah.
sub-editing, or working in the production office. So tended to be shifts. So a normal 8-hour shift,
Yeah.
but I might be starting at 5 in the morning, or later in the day, depending on what needed done.
What skills would a journalist technically need?
Technically,
Yeah.
well, it depends on what kind of journalism you're going to do. If you're in production, then you obviously need computer skills. You need to know the latest software, and you obviously need editing skills. So you need good language skills. If you're a reporter, obviously things like shorthand are very important, so that you can take notes. Although these days, you can record most things anyway. But it's kind of quicker to work if you can work in shorthand and take quick notes. I mean, they're the kind of basic skills, but good news journalism is about getting to the nub of the story, understanding what the important aspects of a story are and being able to present them in a coherent fashion to whoever your readership is.
What is like the basic background of journalism? So like what kind of stuff do journalists tend to cover?
Again, it's very broad. It depends on what sector you're in. I mean, there's obviously the newspaper sector, so local or national newspapers, and then within that there's different kind of beats. So you might be a crime reporter, you might be a sports reporter, you might be politics, business, sport. There's different areas. But then a lot of journalists these days, because local papers aren't as strong as they used to be, go into commercial work. And again, it's similar principles, but it's about being able to present companies in produce PR for companies and present them in the right light and get across the key messages. So again, it's about understanding the story, what you're writing about, and how best to present it.
Yeah. Is the pay for a journalist good?
Well, no, which is why a lot of people, a lot of journalists, particularly older journalists, have moved away from the newspaper industry, particularly because it's not very well paid, and there's not the job security that used to be. It's not it's not a career necessarily to go in to make lots of money. I would say that.
Is there any tips you give for students like my age that do want to become a journalist or something similar?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, the most important thing is to write a lot and to read a lot, to practice, and to really, think about what it is, the messages that you're trying to get across in a story, or the key news points, or whatever it might be. But it's about understanding the story. But it comes from experience, being able to write quickly and well. But the more you practice, you know, the better you get at it.
Newspapers like The Sun don't completely tell the whole story and twist the story around. What would you say about that as a journalist point of view?
Oh, yeah, I don't know whether twisting the story is the right way to put it, but yeah, I mean every newspaper and every publication, every magazine has its own editorial style and philosophy, and being a journalist is in many ways is about adapting your style and the way you approach work to suit the publication you're working for, or you know, or the commercial piece of work you're doing. You know, you have to kind of get inside the head of the readership or inside the head of the customers in order to, you know, get the message across in the best way.
Yeah.